Let Mr. Ranade respond. Madhu also wants to get a word in. Mr. Ranade first.
Precisely. I think you described Mr. Kao very well as a professional sleuth and leader of an organization. He was also honest enough to say that he cannot guarantee that there will be no casualties. And no one, I think, can guarantee that there will be no casualties. But what this operation would have assured is a method of trying to resolve the problem without a frontal kind of assault. And I think that is what at that point in time people were looking for. I'm not going into the politics of it as to how the situation was allowed to develop, but once it had developed, they would have envisioned different kinds of scenarios in through which to neutralize the problem.
No, but I fundamentally disagree with what General Bakshi is saying. How is it that when you send your tanks in a very visible fashion, how can the level of casualty compare with that of a covert operation? Ambassador Puri, do you want to respond
yes,
to
I want to
what General Bakshi is saying?
Yes, you know, General Bakshi is someone I follow with great interest. I respect him. I'm only worried about one tendency which I'm seeing. Here, Blue Star was a botched up military operation. There was overwhelming use of force. You used artillery against civilians who were inside. You underestimated the kind of firepower they have. Why are we placing ourselves in the situation of saying that the other operation was considered and found not suitable?
Now, how do you come to that conclusion? How did you come to that conclusion, General Bakshi?
Let those who were
What military history do you know which no one else is aware of?
Look, let me give you some of the facts. The fact is that initially even the army, when it wanted to go in the form of a covert operation. There were para-commandos who were supposed to come in, swim in via the tank. I'm sorry, it didn't work. None of this, because given the degree of opposition, what we called relative strength, it didn't work. It was a botched up operation. Of course it was a botched up operation.
It was
a tragic operation. Damn it. It was the worst that we have had to do in our history. We just obeyed our orders.
Exactly.
That is the issue. They got an issue.
That's the issue. You obeyed orders. It could not have been the brainchild of even the most idiotic soldier in the Indian army. It was a political choice.
You don't know a thing about soldiering. My dear madam, you don't know a thing about soldiering. So I suppose you can keep your sarcasm to yourself.
Are you saying it was an army brainchild? I'm saying it was a political choice. And please don't take credit
what it was ordered to
for a politically disastrous choice. Please don't take credit for a politically disastrous choice. I'm saying the army could not have. The Indian army.
Can I come in?
We are the sorry guys who have to execute and carry out such unwelcome operations. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, we have to obey our orders.
Ambassador Puri wants to respond. One by one, allow me to moderate this debate. Ambassador Puri wants to respond.
You know, I heard General Bakshi say, and very clearly, that this was one of the most unfortunate operations that the Indian Army was called on to take. I totally agree with that. He also said that they were politically instructed to carry out this operation like this. I think let's accept what he says and then say, well, let us realize that these were political instructions to storm.
No, but there are 2 points. There are 2 points. Mandeep Bajwa, there are 2 points that General Bakshi has said. A, that the covert operation was considered but rejected. Is there any history which is out in the public domain, any facts which prove this? Because to my mind, a covert operation has the possibility of being carried out with far fewer casualties than when you send the tanks rolling into the Golden Temple, Mandeep Bajwa.
Well, the covert operation, as you said, was thought of. I mean, right through 83 until the beginning of 84, they not only were planning for it, and an SAS officer came and vetted their plan, and rehearsals were also carried out. I think, you know, the fact that the special group and the other planners could not rule out collateral damage in the form of civilian casualties